Are you unsure what an annuity is and curious on how it works? Have you heard annuities are bad and that you lock up your money?
Have you heard run away because they're too complicated? Or stay away since they have high fees and huge commissions or surrender charges? Well, if so, we will clarify how there are some truth to those statements, but where those statements are not completely transparent. Our goal is to teach you the following: no fee versus fee type annuities, fee versus commission and how that affects you, terminology such as annuitization, deferred, fixed, indexed, variable, riders, caps, and participation rates.
Does that seem overwhelming? Well, don't be. In today's video, our goal is to give you complete, unbiased clarity on all those topics and the 5 different types of annuities so that you can make the most informed decision on what's best for you. Hi, I'm Ann.
And I'm Kai. And by now you've met the main star of the show,
Gracie, our retirement puppy.
So how does an annuity work?
First, you want to understand the difference between annuitizing and deferring your money. You would annuitize your money through what's called an immediate annuity. Now, you already know what these are as long as you know what a pension is. This is one of the oldest types of annuities dating way back to 1812 in the US and even further back in Europe.
A pension, an immediate annuity, is also called a living benefit. The person living benefits from a written contract between you and the insurance company that you will receive income that you can never outlive. Yes, it's a contract between you and the insurance company.
Here are the pros and cons of an immediate annuity. The pros are you have income for life, income that is recession-proof, income that is stress-free from managing risks, guarantee stress-free from managing tenants, no fear from outliving your money, and no management fee or yearly fee ever. No advisor can ever charge a management fee to manage your traditional annuity or pension.
The cons are there's absolutely no cash value. You simply receive a benefit like any insurance policy, your car, home, or life insurance policy. You are ensuring that you will never live without income. So you do hand over your money to the insurance company and you can never back out or change your mind. Well, that's how every teacher's or government worker's pension and your Social Security works. Your Social Security is also an insurance policy called FICA. Yes, Federal Insurance Contribution Act. Yes, the biggest disadvantage is the insurance company controls your money. So you can never change the terms on how you want your money to be invested. You cannot even invest and grow your principal since you have no cash value. And depending on what options are elected, in most cases, traditional annuities and pensions do not have a legacy value to pass on. You have to hope for the solvency of the company, hoping they'll still be here. Bottom line is this: you have no control over the money you gave up.
Some websites say annuities are a bad investment choice. Well, immediate annuities are not investments. Neither is your Social Security. These annuities are not a horrible choice either. It's just not the best for most people. We would liken this traditional immediate annuity to a traditional landline in your home. Most of us rather have the flexibility of having a mobile phone instead of a corded phone attached to the wall. Likewise, in our other videos, and later on in this video, we will go more in depth on hybrid pensions, where you still have the advantages of lifetime income, but you also still own your own money and have full control over it.
So think back to the word annuitize and focus on the letter Z. Now, Z is the last letter of the alphabet, right? So if you purchase an immediate annuity and annuitize your principal to get lifetime payments, this will be the last time you get to hold your principal. In other words, you kiss your principal goodbye.
Now, the other 4 types of annuities are deferred annuities. In other words, you never lock up your money for life. You still have full control over your principal. The 4 types are called a fixed annuity, a variable annuity, a fixed indexed annuity, and a hybrid pension annuity.
Now, the fixed annuity in the United States dates way back to 1759, if you believe it. These are the simplest to understand. You simply have a contract where the insurance company promises you a fixed interest per year for a fixed number of years. If you know what a CD is for a bank, then you can understand the similarities between a CD and a fixed annuity.
And here are the pros. Your principal is guaranteed from the market's volatility. You get a fixed interest rate that you can depend on, which is why they call this sleep money or sleep insurance. You might have a surrender charge like a CD, but you can cancel the contract anytime and get your principal back. In most cases, you can take penalty-free withdrawals up to 10%, whereas a CD for the most part do not have that provision. All your interest is tax deferred. If you pass away, your money is also guaranteed to avoid probate. There are typically no fees for this type of annuity. So what are the cons? The interest rates might be low, which might not keep up with inflation. You never make more interest than what is promised, like a CD. You might be missing out on other investment opportunities.
Now, the next oldest annuity in the United States is a variable annuity, dating back to 1952. Here are the pros. Your interest is still tax deferred. Your money still avoids probate. You get to participate in the stock market. Therefore, you will have more potential gains than just purchasing a fixed annuity. Some insurance companies give you an option to purchase riders to protect your money from the market's volatility. Other riders are a guaranteed death benefit or a lifetime living benefit rider. These living benefit riders are often called lifetime income riders. That sounds great, right? So what are the disadvantages? Your principal is still at risk, like with buying any stocks or mutual funds. So in other words, you can lose a little or you can lose a lot. There are a lot of fees such as mortality and expense risk charges, which include sales commissions, administrative fees or management fees, surrender penalties, sub-account fees, rider fees, and other fees. Now, we've been doing this since 2005, and we've seen many variable annuities, good ones and bad ones. However, the average fees that we've seen is usually around 3 to 5%. Because of the fees and market risks, variable annuities have lost a lot of popularity.
Right. And this now brings us to the last two types of deferred annuities. The next one is called a fixed indexed annuity. These annuities have all the same benefits as a fixed annuity. Your money will avoid probate, be tax deferred, get a fixed interest rate, and penalty-free withdrawal provisions. You can also add a living benefit rider or lifetime income rider to make this into a pension hybrid. Like fixed index annuities, they typically are built with no fees. Some of the new versions have optional fees to get some extra benefits. However, those fees are strictly optional. To this day, most fixed indexed annuities have zero fees.
And here's another key point. You do not own any shares. You cannot buy or sell any shares since this is not a variable annuity. The insurance company and you are simply tracking or watching the index. If the index goes down, the insurance company, for the most part, does not care since they're doing their own investments, like she mentioned, bonds. You don't care either, because if the index goes down, how can you lose something that you did not buy or own? Again, you will only have upside potential and no downside risk. So your account will look like this. If the market goes up, you will receive a credit or interest. But if the market goes down, you will simply receive 0 credits and have 0 losses. So we call this zero is your hero. Sounds great, right? Well, it's not all sunshine and roses.
Here are the disadvantages of the fixed indexed annuities. Number one is the limitation on earnings. There are 2 ways the insurance company can limit you. One is called the participation rate. A participation rate is a percentage of the performance of the index. So if you have 100% participation and the market goes up 10%, then you will receive 10%. Most companies don't limit you on this, and they usually give you 100% participation. So that's not typically where the problem is. The problem is with the cap rate. Because the insurance companies are investing mostly in bonds, there's a good chance that some years the index might track better than their own investments. So they will cap you so you cannot earn more than the cap rate. Now, in the 90s and early 2000s, that was not a big deal since the cap rates were at around 12 to 15%. So you would have a potential to earn all the way up to 12 to 15% with 100% participation. After 2010, when the insurance companies were not making as much as they used to, they lowered the caps to 6%, then 4%, and even down to 2%. There were 2 years that we didn't recommend any fixed indexed annuities since the caps were so low.
Now, be careful. Most of the fixed index annuities, or FIAs, have low caps. Some have no cap, but then their participation rate is like 50%. So we look for the companies that have 100% or more participation, no cap, and typically no fees. If there is a fee or spread, it's strictly an option for extra benefits. So no, fees are not a disadvantage for fixed indexed annuities. Every fixed index annuities that we have offered are typically 0% to maybe 1% of fees.
You're right. Many of the ones we recommend have no more than 1% or no fees at all. How about the high surrender charges and long-term contracts that you read or hear about? Yes, be careful. We have seen up to 21% surrender charges.
That's right.
However, every single one that we have offered has been less than CD surrender charges.
Most CDs have a 10% surrender charge. The good fixed or fixed index annuities have less than that, usually starting at 8% and goes down each year. Most fixed and fixed index annuities have surrender periods of 3 to 10 years. We typically recommend the shorter term contracts. However, many of our clients that come for us for the pension hybrid do not really care about the surrender period since they are buying it for that guaranteed income for life anyway.
That brings us to the last terminology to learn, which is riders. Think of a rider as buying an additional promise or insurance to your main policy. Many of you already own a rider to your home insurance policy called an umbrella policy.
Riders are great if you need them.
That's a problem. Salespeople tend to sell the riders to make the annuity sound even more promising, but fail to disclose the fees. However, if you need the rider and the fee is reasonable, then that's just like buying any insurance policy, like your umbrella policy. Rider gives you the choice to back out or change your mind.
That's right. Understanding the meaning of riders will help you to better understand the pension hybrid. You see, with a pension hybrid, you are simply adding the lifetime income rider or living benefit rider on top of either a variable annuity or a fixed index annuity.
We call it a hybrid pension since it takes the idea of a pension or immediate annuity from 1812 and combines that concept with a deferred annuity.
How cool is that?
Right. This concept started way back in the late 1990s.
But be careful. Shop around. There are good ones and there are bad ones. Ones that have amazing payouts and the other ones that are stingy, where the payouts are so low, you should just leave the money in your bank account. Some of these pension hybrids, you cannot even touch it for 10 years before you can even start taking the income. And because of the guaranteed income, many salespeople made variable annuities sound so great and misled people thinking that their principal was also guaranteed and the fees on top of that of 3 to 5% were not even disclosed.
Because we are independent retirement advisors, we have the freedom to shop around for the best plan without the conflict of interest with a broker-dealer telling us what we can or cannot sell.
Again, to be fair, our friends that are financial advisors, we are not saying that having a broker-dealer is bad or that stocks are bad. But the fact is, financial advisors have to have a broker-dealer to sell investments.
Most broker-dealers will only allow the advisor to sell certain annuities, and in some cases, none at all. Even if a broker-dealer does not restrict the advisor to sell certain annuities, there is still a quota for an AUM, or assets under management.
Here at KCIIS, we do not have the pressure of hitting a quota. We don't pretend to be who we're not. We are not financial advisors that sell stocks. We only offer fixed investments where your principal is fixed and your income is guaranteed.
Regarding fees, we do not charge consultation fees. We also get paid a one-time only commission from the insurance company. Yes, from them, not you, not from your principal ever. All fixed and fixed indexed annuities typically pay a commission around 2% to maybe 6%. There are a few companies that we've seen that go as high as 8 to 9%.
Oh, yeah.
However, we usually do not write those policies since those policies either have low payouts, lots of restrictions, high surrender charges, or low surrender periods. Again, the commissions never come from your principal, and you never send us a check either.
Here's our final point, perhaps our biggest pet peeve. Why should advisors exaggerate the disadvantages of annuities, fees, or commissions? Why not be transparent with the ones with low or no fees, no cap, and high participation rates? In putting the fear of God into clients with commissions, why not say it's only a one-time commission and not from the client? Why not disclose, again, the commissions never comes from you? Also, why not compare the commissions, say, to the 1% fee that advisors and broker-dealers can make over 30, 40, 50 years, or even longer, because it's 1%. Think about this, 1% per year over your lifetime and perhaps even your kids' lifetime.
Again, we are not here to say who's better or what investments are better. We just don't believe that there should be exaggerations like 401k or investments are better than a pension. Would we ever say a knife is better than a fork?
Or a fork
is
better than a knife or spoon?
Or spoon?
Whatever.
Instead of talking down about annuities or pensions, why not say that a pension hybrid should be a complement to your investment portfolio? Why do advisors not teach hybrid pensions where you have a guaranteed income and still have total control over your assets?
Yes, again, total control over your assets while still having income for the rest of your life. You see, as your independent retirement advisors, we've got your back. Think of us like your shopping mall, your one-stop shop. We will shop around to see which insurance company will pay out the highest guaranteed lifetime income as a hybrid where you still own your principal. Now, maybe the hybrid is not right for you. However, our promise is to teach you all your options as you've noticed from this video. We are here to break through all of these sales pitches and gimmicks from both sides that overly exaggerate from the financial investment side and also from the insurance sales side. Yes, knowledge is power, and our goal is to give you that power with full transparency.
To learn more about these hybrid pensions and if they are right for you, we will leave a link to our other videos in the description box below.
And if you enjoyed this video, please help us out by hitting the like button below, subscribe, comment, and don't forget to turn on the notifications bell and watch our future videos on guaranteed income and healthcare planning.
Remember, knowledge is power. And if you complement your investments with a hybrid pension with us, we will get you the sign that says goodbye tension
And hello, hybrid pension.
Hybrid pension. Thank you everyone so much for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you again in our next video.
Oh.
Where did you come from? She wants to say goodbye. Okay, bye everyone.
Say bye, Gracie.
See you next time.